Hey guys, today we are starting 30-day Solopreneur AI Agent Workforce Challenge. What does it mean? Every single day we will create one AI agent in next 30 days for solopreneurs who wants to replace their freelancers or their employees with AI agents. Here is all the list of every single agent we're going to create every single day. You can find this list down below in the description. On the first day we are starting with AI Executive Assistant. We're going to call it Samantha. Then on day 2 we're going to make Sales Director, which will be responsible with some other smaller agents, sub-agents. Then we are creating Marketing Director agent, which will take responsibility about content creation and other stuff. On day 4 we're going to create Operations Director agent, which will handle all the projects, resources, processes and quality controls. Then on day 5 we're going to create Market Research agent that will help all the solopreneurs who are starting out to do market analysis, competitor intelligence, trend identifications and opportunity scoring. Week 2, we are building LinkedIn Prospecting Scraper agent, which will help us to find new prospects for our services. Also, do the advanced search criteria, profiling, contact enrichment, and many more things. On day number 7, we will build email finder and a verification agent that will find all the emails for these ICPs. On day number 8, we're going to create a YouTube prospecting agent, which will go over YouTube accounts and find new opportunities for the partnership. On day number 9, we will start email outreach or personalization agent, which will do the deep prospect research, personalize every single email, will write multiple touch points for all email sequences and response tracking. Then on day number 10, we're gonna build a social media lead generation agent, which will do social listening for pain points, lead identification and scoring, engagement opportunities, contact information discovery. On day number 11, the follow-up sequence agent. This will follow up for all the prospects. Day number 12, lead scoring and qualification agent. This will be like semi-agent that will go over all the prospects and find new opportunities or new angles. On week number 3, content and authority building. On day 13, I'm going to do the content research agent, which will help us identify new trends on the markets for specific topics, find new content gaps so we can create new contents that are outstanding from already good content that is working, viral content researcher and topic prioritization. Then on day number 14, we will create a content writer, which will write content for us, do research based on some ideas, SEO optimization, multiple content formats and publishing automation. On day 15, we will start doing a LinkedIn content agent. This will be LinkedIn/TikTok that will write the content for us, schedule and publish it. On day 16, we do the newsletter content agent, which will produce newsletters for every single week. On day number 17, we do the video script generation agent, which will help us with script research and create new hooks, multiple formats like YouTube, TikTok, and so forth, and performance optimization. On day 18, we do the content scraper agent, which will scrape multiple contents and repurpose for our needs. On day 19, we'll build a case study generator agent, which will collect the data, create stories, and for our case studies. Then on week number 4, we are on day 20, we're going to do a client onboarding agent. This will help us onboard all the new clients. On day 21, we do the project management agent, which will go over all the projects, tracking, deadlines, and managing all the teams. On day 22, we're going to build invoice and payment agent, which is going to follow all the invoices, will generate new invoices, do the payment processing and all the reminders. Then we will, on day 23, build a customer support agent that will handle all the FAQs, tickets, will respond on our emails, and also escalating some messages to our managers if we'll need it. Then on day 24, we will build a partnership outreach agents, which will actually do the partner outreach and will work on our behalf to outreach for collaborations and so forth. Day 25, we will have a performance analytics agent, which will collect all the data, analyze the performance over all other agents, give us some insights and give us some reports. And these reports will be mainly on daily basis, what has achieved, how it's going, and so forth. Quality assurance agent will just handle actually errors and try to fix them and propose the solutions, how we can fix other issues that comes along in other workflows. On the week number 5, day 27, Advanced Integration Hub. So what this will do, it actually will fix cross-agent communication. So we will build like a top agent which will manage all agents that mostly mentioned earlier, and also propose new workflows which we need to introduce later in next stage after these are already working. Then day 28, it will be business intelligence dashboard, which will have all real-time metrics, performance visualizations, trends, analytics, and predictive insights. This is more like for sales and marketing purposes. Scaling automation agent, which will find new demands and detect where we can align our resources and scale our operations. And on the day 13, this is a master AI CEO agent, which will do the strategic decisions making, resource allocations, goal settings, trackings, and go after KPIs. So it will be like who is following every single week what we should do next and give some insights and ideas. And our core tool stack for this is NA10. Obviously, for LLMs, you're going to use OpenAI API and Cloud API. Also for a few agents, Perplexity. Database will be Supabase, mostly PostgreSQL, Google Sheets, Notion, Airtable. For CRM, we're going to use Google Sheets and Notion. Email will be just Gmail. For socials, we use LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. APIs, analytics, we use Google Analytics, Data Studio, and integrations, we're going to use webhooks. We will probably switch from Zapier and some Make templates and use inside NA10. And for storage, we're going to use mostly Dropbox, Google Drive we're going to use. And so our monthly results is to actually find at least 500 plus qualified leads for our services, 50 plus pieces of content published and generated and published, 10 clients onboarded seamlessly, 80% reduction on manual tasks, and 5x increase on operational efficiency. So you can follow this journey of 30 days, how I build these AI agents, and you can implement them yourself in your business. By the way, you will find all these AI agents we will build in this 30-day challenge in our school community group. You can find it underneath this video, and then you go to classrooms and all the agents will be here in premium AI agents. You just go here, find the template, and it will be directly linked to a specific classroom in our school community. Okay. Let's start with the first AI agent, which for us is AI Executive Assistant. So what is this main goals for this AI Executive Assistant it's like a personal AI CEO, Chief Operating Officer, that coordinates all the agents like NA10, OpenAI, Google, and so many things together. Let's quickly go over and see what Samantha is doing. Actually, let's call her here. Here you go. Samantha. By the way, you can find Samantha in Premium AI Agents. I'm gonna download here the JSON file and add the JSON file inside this classroom. So whenever you will want to install Samantha, come to the school community, download here just like this JSON file. Then you come on N8N, click here, create new workflow, click here on 3 dots and import from URL. Sorry, import from file. Just import her and voila, you have her. You only will need just few credentials there and you will run it smoothly. So we are using Telegram Trigger, and in Telegram we have created a chat where I can ask any type of questions. And here in the next node, it's a if node, which checks either this has a voice message. So let me show you. Hey Samantha, what I have scheduled for tomorrow? So here I'm sending a voice message. Let's do the execution and see how it runs. Samantha has answered, you have no schedule for tomorrow, 11 July. If you would like events to check for you. And yeah, I don't want to. So anyways, here in this node, it checks if we are having any file inside, like video, audio, or any type of format of file. And here the response is true. And here we are getting the file, and then like downloading, and then we are sending to OpenAI, I guess it is Whisper, and Whisper is transcribing my text. And then we are sending to AI agent Samantha, and Samantha is connected to ChatGPT, and we are using ChatGPT 4.1 mini. Also, we can use Nano. It depends on you how you want to use it. And here you can see her response. We have connected Postgres chat history, where she checks previous messages and gets some context. The context window is 50 last messages. Also, we have added like thinking tool if she need. And let's quickly go over all other tools that we have connected. By the way, here I'm right now showing you execution view. We can also check by editor view. I'm showing you by execution, so just you can see how it works and what was the workflow and which tools were used. Let me quickly go over all the tools, and then we will do a few runs and see which tools are using Samantha and how she's using them. Okay, let's go to editor views. And here, by the way, after Telegram trigger node, if we are having only the text, we are going this route and we are renaming key. So always AI agent is receiving the same name key, because here Whisper is sending one specific value. Here. So here the response for Whisper is usually the text value. I make sure that whenever we have a text, it's also sent back as a text, not like message text. AI agent Samantha always use the JSON text from previous nodes, whether it's audio message or video or just text based. So always agent receives text. And here you can see we have added date and time. This is up to you. You can use it or delete it, because Samantha has access to the tool which provides her the current date and time. For example, she wants to schedule some specific calendar event. Like here, she was getting all the scheduled events for tomorrow using this tool, so she knows the time. Okay. Whenever Samantha has access to my Gmail, she can do multiple things. For example, she can mark some specific messages on my email as read. Here she can reply to messages specific. Here she can send a message in my Gmail, and also here she can retrieve multiple email messages. And here I have specified every single tool how he need to act. For example, here mark a message as read and use here the message ID. Usually she needs to get this message ID from the get many email messages, because she cannot know my messages ID by default. And here when she tried to get all the messages, here she's providing this tool specific amount how many messages she wants, and here some directions like based on some query or some parameter. Then here with this send message, she can just send message to specific email with this specific subject line, and also here's the body message of the email. I have chosen to append N8N attribution as off, so that's mean in email, end of the email, there won't be mentioned N8N. And here replying on email messages is just, this is reply to message in Gmail. Here we just provide message ID, and here's the response. The next tool we have added is a message to model Perplexity. So it will help us to do some reasoning and actually have access to the web. And Perplexity is cheap, I would say. Here we have described the message model in Perplexity. If you need access to internet and need some specific information from internet, we are using model Sonar. It's one of the cheapest. And here we are letting AI agent to decide either we want simplify output or regular one. Yep, that's pretty much it about Perplexity. As I mentioned earlier, we just like here provide data time for our model. So for our agent, here she can get documents from Google Docs. Here's nothing specific. She just gets some specific URL or ID. By the way, if you want to let your AI agent write some documents and prepare them, then you definitely can add another Google Docs note and specify what kind of actions the AI agent can do. For example, create a document and then add a tool which is right inside the document. Let's take Google Doc. And then we specify what we want. We document one and we want to create. And then we also need update. And here we just provide the URL, and here he can insert the text or whatsoever he need. But for Samantha, I don't need to have it. Usually Samantha need access to specific documents regarding some tasks or some information for, let's say, for emails she needs to respond, or for example, customer query comes in, she can get these answers or some specific data in Google Docs, Google Sheets, and also in Google Drive. So the next tool is get an article in Hacker News. This is more likely I'm going to use just sometimes to get some inspirations from Hacker News and get some specific articles. This is more just for fun. Here comes the best part. What I like the most is Google Calendar. Samantha can create an event, and she specifies the kind of event, details of the event, what it's about, what the main goals, and titles. And also I want that whenever she creates an event, it's marked as busy, so nobody can double book my calendar. One downside, which I don't like, most likely I can fix it later, created just for one account for my calendar. I would suggest you to create events for specific calendar, but actually depends on your needs. For example, you can specify which calendar she needs to use, and she will just there. Okay, let me put it. The thing is, I have attached multiple calendars, and she will confuse which calendar. She always will respond back to me like, hey, which calendar you want? So like why I'm saying you need put multiple tools for every single calendar. For example, if I have this admin calendar and this is just like tasks for work, use this to create events for work. And let's say you have a second calendar for family events. Then I suggest you to create a new tool, connect it, and switch here family calendar and specify this is only for family purposes. And that's how you will have less communication with your AI agent whenever it comes to just create an event. Sometimes you just want to create an event quickly. She will ask some additional questions like which calendar do you want to put it? Do you want to check if it's double booked or something like that? No, I don't want to have so many interactions with the agent. So that's why I created just this one. So here is next tool, which is like getting all the events from the specific calendar, and here is defined by names or IDs. Here we are getting many calendar events, and also here I specify that I only want admin calendar, and here I'm limiting 50 records from calendar, and here she needs to provide them after or before date, so we know which of the dates. Okay, here we are having like update calendar. If we have created some specific event, and let's say we want update time, whatever, she usually just go after get many calendar events or get a specific calendar event and then updating the event. And this she is using to get some specific calendar also events. Okay, so next tools that we are using, Task Manager. For task management, we are using Google Task. Probably not so many people know about this task manager. Here's my tasks. You can create multiple lists of these tasks on the left side. And I prefer to use this one, Google Tasks, because it's super easy to create. And this tool is like updating the tasks, providing the ID of the list. So on this list, and she can put here all the tasks and add due date. So for example, here's like new ads is 3 days ago. So I just double check mark this here. And next tool is create a new task. So she's creating a new task. She needs to provide a task specific description and the start date and the due date. So due date is when the task should be finished. With this one, we can get specific tasks or all tasks. For some tools, I have chosen like use automatic description. For some I have set manually because I have used this Samantha for some time already, and I have noticed for a few tools that doesn't work so well, I just provide the manual description. And then comes the last tools. So one of it is search for YouTube videos. So this tool can get back 10 YouTube videos. Actually, you can specify as many you wish, but I have specified hard like 10 videos, and this queries the YouTube and gets specific YouTube videos by query what I provide, and it sorts by relevance. And then I can just get from Samantha these 10 URL, 10 videos and watch myself, or I can ask her, hey, what these 10 videos were about. And she called this transcription tool and she provided the URL with YouTube video. And this is a private API that only is access to all our school members. This transcription just give us back transcripts from these specific videos. For example, I asked Samantha to research why NA10 is better than Zapier and Make.com when it comes to creating AI agents. Can you research multiple YouTube accounts where they discuss these topics and create for me, like in bullet points, more for the pros, for like why NA10 is better, because I want to make this comparison video and I want to see all the pros and cons for NA10, Zapier, Make.com, and I need video script so it have a better overview. And Samantha went on YouTube. Let me show you. So this is this workflow. She went here and did a query on YouTube 5 times and get multiple videos. Then she sent to this YouTube transcript to get transcripts. I see that here that for 18 video it didn't go through, but 17 video also, but here for 16 and all other videos she got a transcript. So sometimes she cannot get transcripts because sometimes few videos don't have a transcript. I don't know why. And yeah, she just got these like multiple videos, like 16 videos, and she went over all the transcripts and provided me like super cool overview about all the pros, cons, and so forth, and also suggested few things how I can shoot the video, like here's the intro, here's the section 1, section 2, and section whatever. And then I also can ask her, hey, please create me like a task or a document and add all this information together. Another thing I want to show you, when it comes to this super long answer you see here, Telegram cannot handle so long answers because Telegram has some limitations on the message size or how many characters can be in one message. So we are using this chop in multiple messages. So what it does, it just like chops the whole message, and whenever one message cannot be over 4,000 characters. Here we just get 2 messages and it splits it in 2 and send separately. Always for the last message we have this end of message, so we know that she have sent all information to us and nothing left somewhere in the cloud or whatever. Yes, so this is how she works. Okay. So for example, here is a Max video, and let's check it out. Let's ask Samantha what this video is about. We provide this video link and let's see how she runs it. So let's go on executions. Here we are running it. Here we got the response. Let's check it out. The AI agent went and fetched the YouTube video and the transcript. I don't know why we have error here. Weird. Let's try again. Why it's so? Maybe you can ask different video. So let's ask AI agent what this video is about and just provide it. Yeah, and here Samantha replied about what this video is about, what is the context, and so forth. So yes, Samantha is working right now for our workforce. We'll later in this 30-day challenge add other agents as we build them. And yes, I hope this video was useful for you. You can also add this template for your own needs and adjust as you need it. And yes, just let me know in comments what you want to see in other videos. And have a nice one and enjoy the evening if you're watching them in the evening.